Welcome back to This Day in Scottish History. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald. Today, we delve into a day of devastating natural destruction that left a lasting mark on Scotland's history. On January 15th, 1968, the Great Glasgow Storm swept across central Scotland, claiming 20 lives, including 9 in Glasgow, and forever etching itself into the memories of those who experienced its ferocity. This hurricane force storm, also referred to as the Hurricane Low Q, was one of the most powerful weather events to strike Scotland in modern history. The storm originated as a rapidly deepening area of low pressure over the Atlantic Ocean, which intensified as it travelled eastward toward the British Isles. By the time it reached Scotland in the early hours of January 15th, it had unleashed winds with speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Glasgow, the largest city in Scotland, bore the brunt of the storm. The city's tightly packed tenements and its industrial infrastructure were no match for the relentless winds. Roofs were torn from buildings, chimneys collapsed, and windows shattered under the pressure. Entire streets were left littered with debris, while cars were overturned and trees uprooted. Amid this chaos, families sought shelter as homes were damaged or destroyed. Tragically, 9 lives were lost in Glasgow alone. Central Scotland also suffered severe devastation, with rural areas facing widespread power outages and transportation coming to a standstill. The railway network was crippled as lines were blocked by fallen trees and debris, and major roads were rendered impassable. Thousands were left homeless in the wake of the destruction, their lives upended in mere hours. In total, the storm caused damage estimated at over 30 million and equivalent to hundreds of millions in today's currency. The sheer scale of the destruction prompted widespread emergency responses, with rescue teams working tirelessly to assist those in need. The resilience of the Scottish people shone through as neighbours supported one another in rebuilding their lives. One lasting impact of the Great Glasgow Storm was its role in reshaping how Scotland and the UK approached weather preparedness. It underscored the need for improved forecasting and early warning systems to protect communities from such catastrophic events. Efforts to enhance building regulations and strengthen infrastructure in response to extreme weather also gained momentum in its aftermath. For those who lived through the storm, January 15th, 1968 remains a poignant reminder of nature's power and unpredictability. The storm claimed not only lives but also livelihoods, leaving a scar on Scotland's collective memory. Yet, amid the tragedy, it also highlighted the resilience and solidarity of the Scottish spirit, a community coming together to weather the storm and rebuild in its wake. Thank you for joining me on this journey back to one of the most challenging days in Scotland's modern history. As always, we honour the memory of those who were lost and celebrate the strength of the survivors who overcame adversity. Join us tomorrow for another episode of This Day in Scottish History. Until then, I'm Colin MacDonald. Haste ye back.